Guys, tonight we are going to do something a little bit special, unusual, together. Recently I bought some medals on eBay, but when one of them arrived, it looked significantly different than how it looked in the listing photos on eBay. The animal was badly broken. Have a look at this. And I don't blame the seller at all. He happened to be a very pleasant person. He immediately offered a full refund and even insisted that I keep the medal. You see, people who don't collect medals, who don't deal with them, very often don't realize how fragile it can be. It's heavy, it's metal, it looks like solid, indestructible thing. But old, antique animal is like glass. Any hard impact during shipping can shatter it if it's not packaged perfectly. A good midnight, this is Solo. I don't know about you, but I cannot force myself to throw a medal like this into the dumpster. Even if it's broken, even if it's worth absolutely nothing in monetary terms, it holds a completely different kind of value. This is in fact Order of Leopold II, the Belgium order that was established by King Leopold II in year 1900, and it was established as a colonial order for the Congo Free State and later integrated into the official Belgium honor system in 1903. I have to pause here for a second just because I want to tell you how much I love making those videos for you. But no channel can survive long without subscribers, so please support me by subscribing to my channel. Normally, this wasn't a medal given out lightly. It was an award for long, loyal service, typically after 30 years of meritorious service for a non-commissioned officer and after a staggering 40 years for a private or a corporal. At least 30 years. Anyone who has spent even a single day in military service will immediately understand the immense dedication required to earn this little piece of metal. But if you look closely at the ribbon, there's a clasp on it with the letter A in the center. That tells us the specific medal was awarded during the reign of King Albert I, who ruled between 1909 and 1934. And King Albert was absolutely fascinated by aviation. He liked planes and pilots. Because of that, he created special rules for his flying personnel, dropping the service requirement down to just 13 years for them. In fact, there was a period when this order was almost exclusively given to pilots. And in those early days of aviation history, they would even receive a special bar for every 100 hours flown. Let us try to imagine the person who once wore this. They lived more than a century ago and almost certainly lived through the horrors of the First World War. They dedicated a massive portion of their life, perhaps their entire life, to the Belgian army. And there is a very high probability they were an early pilot, which at that dawn of aviation period was a job meant only for the incredibly brave people. Of course, we don't know the name of the person, and today the person is long gone. But I feel a profound duty to honor his or her memory. So tonight we are going to try and to do some restoration work on this broken animal. I honestly don't know if we will succeed, but we absolutely have to try. Even if the repaired medal will never regain its financial collector's value, that's not the point. Now, right here, I have some ultraviolet resin and the sapphire blue color dye. Let us see what we can do. We have to mix the resin with the dye, trying to obtain the color perfectly matching the remaining piece of animal. And then we shall slowly apply it on the broken part of the order with a little needle, drop by drop, until the space is evenly covered. And then we use ultraviolet light on the resin for it to be hardened, maybe 30-40 seconds. Now let us have a look at the final result.
Well, at least we tried.
Please let me know what you think in the comments. That was Solo, honoring the memory of an unknown Belgium soldier or a pilot, together with you tonight.